Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a couple of blooms, and I'm going to do it mostly to practice and test some color schemes, and then ultimately I want to try to do a landscape deconstructed bloom on this 10 by 20 canvas. So we'll see how far I get today in terms of how I'm able to do this color scheme and whether I like it and how it's working out, and just my technique, which is, still rough, my technique. So at any rate, I have this, this was a tester piece, and actually I didn't dislike it, but the paint was so transparent, and I tilted it too thin and it's showing through. So we're going to use this. It's a cradle wood. I think it's 10 by 10. We're going to use this over to do a bloom. So what I have is, I was watching some videos of other folks and I got inspired by a color palette, and I didn't of course have all of the things. I had some of the colors that they had, and I didn't have all of them, and it was pieces of Terra that I was watching. And so I just sort of got close. So some of the colors I did have was, I had Anthraquinone blue, and I had Prehnite. She used, I think, macaw, and I have ball gown. Wait, no, sorry, that's not it. It's this one. She, I believe, used macaw, and I have ball gown. And she had waterfall, and I do not. This is the color I mixed for Nate's Art Lab September challenge. I still have some left over. And then this is a golden pale green. What is it called? It's called Titan Green Pale. And this color, she had TLP's, I think espresso, cappuccino, and I can't remember what they were, but it was kind of like it looked sort of like a silvery gray brown. So that's the closest I could get. And the way I made that color was by combining Decoart Extreme Sheen Champagne Gold and Rich Espresso, which this one's not Extreme Sheen, this is Decoart Metallics. So that's how I did that. I'm going to use black cell activator, and I'm going to do a blowout. So that's what we're doing. Be back in a second to get started. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I need a good scraper, and we're going to have to do that. I'm going to scrape, pause, and then come back. Okay, we're back. And I'm going to just lay a little clean pillow on top of the scraped pillow, and we're going to go from there. I will tell you that I like this color scheme. I really like this color scheme. So I have mixed up some new black cell activator, and my process for painting is really that I do measure. I'm a measurer, but it's sort of a hybrid approach. I kind of start with measurements, and then I move to feel out. I start with the measurements, and then if it doesn't feel quite right, or if I'm using different kinds of mixtures, so piggies, tube paint, fluid paint, I have to then decide what I want my paint to look like. The one thing I actually never really got a good feel for was what cell activator was supposed to look like. I always just do the 3-to-1. Amsterdam, 1 part Amsterdam to 3 parts Australian Floetrol. So hopefully that gives me the right consistency each time. I know that it can vary because paint varies and all that stuff. I mean, I always use Amsterdam, but you could be using, Amsterdam with, hold on, let me figure out which is which here. You could be using Amsterdam that you bought one day that's a little thicker than Amsterdam, you know, you got a couple months later or before or whatever. Okay, so this is Ball Gown. So that first one was my mixed color from the September Nate's Art Lab Challenge. This one I said was Ball Gown, right? And then the next one is going to be the Golden Titan Green Pale. And then the next one is going to be TLP Prehnite, which I just think is such a beautiful, beautiful color. I really dig that one. And then the next is going to be the one I mixed up. That's not how I layered it before, but that's okay. The next one is going to be the one I mixed up, which is the Espresso and the Champagne Gold. So this can be layered slightly different, I think, than the last one. And then the final color is going to be the Anthraquinone Blue, which was golden fluid acrylics. That's the one thing I did actually go ahead and purchase myself some golden fluids, because that is one way I can really kind of help myself control the consistency of each of the colors I use in my bloom, because it's really just the consistency of the pouring medium with a little couple drops of color. All right, here we go. See if this works better. Ah, much better. Then a little puff. Okay. Now what I need to do is what I forgot to do last time, which is let this collect a little bit. That's why I got sort of a runny side and a not runny side. Now, of course, that wasn't the biggest problem. Obviously, the cell activator was the biggest problem, but this is looking really great. Let me just get a straw, I think. You know what? Let's see how it works when it stretches, because it's actually looking pretty good. Oh, this is looking very good. I'm happy with this second attempt. I don't mind that it's off center. I actually usually prefer that. What I think I might want to do though is, if I'm going to have off center, I might want to push out some of this color, make it a little more watercolory before I start spinning. So I'm going to go around and grab my hairdryer again. This is low air. Obviously, cool shot button is push down, so nope, low air is not good enough. Okay. Look at that. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but the Prehnite and the Ball Gown, it's so fantastic. All right, I think I'm going to give this a spin. I want the paint slide, not the piece. See, here's what I'm finding out. Okay, so part of what I'm noticing is that my pillow really is too thin. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's the problem. But this is still very cool. So I'm just going to tilt this way a little bit more. And then I will probably give it a spin as well. Wow, this is gorgeous. This is actually really lovely. I'm gonna spin a little bit to try to get rid of some of that and some of that. Okay, let's give it another spin. This is really good. I'm really digging this. I need paper towel. My hands are so slippery. Oh, I gotta get up high again. Well, let me be able to look in the camera. It's hard to look in the camera. I'm gonna get up above it again. Take one more look. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. All right, we're gonna give one baby spin just to get a few corners. Wow. I love it. Okay, definitely like this color scheme. And so this time I was smart and I put the cups back in the order, like I set them down in the order that I, layered them. So I will remember. And since I really do like this combo, I think I'm going to stick with that. All right. This piece is great. I am really digging it. All right, I'm going to switch it out of here. And I think I'm going to do one more color test. Okay, we're back again. Same color scheme. I'm going to do this with two blooms. I've mixed up the color layering just a little bit. Still starting with this color. Now this is that champagne gold and rich espresso combo. And this is our ball gown. I'm telling you, if I don't break my neck, it'll be a miracle. This is the Titan Pail. I say it every time, but when I pour this out, I just can't get over how gorgeous this color is. And that is TLP Prehnite. And then this is Golden Fluids Anthraquinone Blue. I hope that I said that right. Probably butchered it pretty good. And my nice, fresh cell activator black. Okay. My high fan, cool air. Oh. Now we're going to do a second one. I'm going to put it right about there. Same layering. I have to look into a puppy pool because the only problem with my little makeshift thing here, I mean, it's fantastic. It absolutely does the job, but the sides are very high. I have to really reach over, which I'm sure you can figure out from my videos. And if you've met me, you realize I am not tall. Just dripped in there from the cup. Dang it. I think we could probably fix it. I think I can obscure it. It's not that obvious just yet. Okay, I'm gonna let this collect up a bit. All right, letting that collect up. It's looking good. All right, I think I will start with a spin. Boy, my back hurts leaning over this thing. All right, I'm gonna give it a spin first. I don't think I have a whole lot of just weight. I think I have to spin. Okay. So let's give it some more spins. See if we can make these corners cooperate. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Kind of want to give it a little bit of a, you know, a really good spin because it's just it's really thin now. It's really stretched out now. So, now I don't like that corner anymore. Let's give it another quick. It's really thin. I don't think there's much weight left here. I think that's looking pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna walk away, come back, see what I still think of it. I definitely think I need to have a thicker pillow. I'm pretty sure I've heard people mentioning, my colors are mixed really well. I think my paint is mixed really well. I think my pillow is just a little thinner than maybe ideal. It's really hard for me to know. I only ever took one bloom class, but this is, what is it called? Glidden Essentials in eggshell. But I've heard that people say that it, you know, that's fine to get the, you know, a brand that's worked for people, but they're not always the same consistency once you get it. And honestly, I believe that because I've already been through one gallon of Glidden, and it was thicker. The first gallon was thicker. Now, with that said, the first gallon of Glidden that I ever used sat on my shelf for a year. I was like, I'm gonna bloom. I got like inspired by Jessica Winterstrom video. I'm like, I'm gonna do this bloom and swipe and scoop, and I got all inspired. I bought all this stuff and it sat on the shelf for a year because I chickened out. I mean, there's no finer point. I just chickened out. So, so that first can of Glidden may have just been like way thicker because it sat for so long. And then this is my second can that I just bought like, you know, a couple weeks ago. And I did something that I had heard somebody say, and I don't know if I misunderstood it or if it just I didn't give it enough time or what, but someone said like leave it open. So I actually left it open. I actually put a stocking over the top so that nothing could get in there, but I left it open. But I only left it open for a couple hours, so maybe I have to do it for like a whole day. Okay, so I like this. I just wish, I'm trying to see if there's a composition direction that speaks to me. That's pretty cool. That's also pretty cool. Of course, I'm looking at it from a different angle than you are at the camera. So I'm saying that's cool and you're seeing something totally different than I'm seeing. I think I can find a composition here that I would like and I would keep. The colors are so fabulous. I really like these. So I think what I need to do before I do the deconstructed like landscape on the 10 by 20, I really think I need to let my paint sit out unopened for at least a day. Of course, it's going to be a week before I get any more painting done because today's Saturday and tomorrow's Sunday. I'm at a show, and then the work week starts, and then next weekend I'm on a Saturday and Sunday show. So I'm going to post these videos, and then you'll see the deconstructed 10 by 20, at another time, probably later into November. But yeah, I think this pillow paint needs to sit and get thicker. All right, guys, thanks for being here. This was fun. I love these colors. Yeah,